What's up, people? This is RGC and welcome to another pickup video. I'd like to apologize for my small hiatus. I've been really busy with work, with this work schedule of mine. But anyway, things are going well with work. Haven't had as much time to play or go hunt for games, but I found some pretty good stuff over the last month. Um, I wanted at the beginning of the month to do a pickup video, but things just didn't work out time wise, and now I'm just getting to it. This will be a short video. I did get a lot of stuff this month, but I'm just going through the highlights. So here we go. First up, I ran across a clear PlayStation 1 controller. I don't see clear ones too often. Great condition, looks great. Glad to have it. I had to open it up and clean it out a little bit. It had some residue or something in there. You know how people eat and drink when they play games, and the stuff eventually works its way down into the controller. But I cleaned it up, disinfected it, and cleaned it out. Looks great. Happy to have it. You can see I have me a Nintendo 64 hoodie as well. This is a recent pickup. Been running across a lot of controllers. PlayStation 2 controller, DualShock, great condition, translucent blue. I actually got two of these for $5 each, but just showing one. Recently picked up a lot of PlayStation 1 controllers that featured a black PlayStation 2 controller, two green ones, and a red PlayStation 2 controller. So here are the controllers. The black one has already been sold. I'm considering just collecting translucent controllers, possibly even just from the Nintendo 64. Thinking about possibly getting rid of all my solid colors, you know, just to trim the fat a little bit and get rid of some stuff. But yeah, got these green, great condition, translucent. They look great. Disinfected. Always be sure to clean up your controllers when you first get them, because you don't know where people's hands have been. And you don't know what they've been doing. Happy to have this red DualShock PlayStation 2 controller. The red PlayStation 1 and 2 controllers aren't as common, it seems. But yeah, I'm happy to have it. Looks great. Yeah, so those are my PlayStation 1 controller pickups. I also picked up some other stuff by trading in a bunch of games and stuff I'm not interested in. Recently considered trying to trim my collection down, you know, just try to keep things more manageable. It's not so much about what you do have or all the stuff you have. It's really more about the quality. That's how I approach it, at least. So traded in some junk, some sports games, some stuff you know I'm not interested in, and got me another copy of Super Mario All-Star / Super Mario World, or plus Super Mario World. The label is in much better condition than the one I originally had or have, so happy to have it. Save battery still works as well. Opened up the board, the cartridge. This is a 1993 board. The other one I have is a 1994 ROM board. The boards are different colors and different routes on the circuitry and stuff like that. Traded in some other junk. Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. So, happy to have it. Really happy to get some of these Super Nintendo games without having to spend cash, because Super Nintendo games are not cheap right now. Another pickup, Super Nintendo related. Super Metroid. Traded in a bunch of junk. Got that. So, 3 quality titles. Just for some junk sports games I traded in. Another pickup from trading stuff in. Super Mario RPG. Legend of the Seven Stars. Happy to have it. This is not a cheap game. And even trading that stuff in, it wasn't cheap. But minor label damage at the top, but not bad. I've seen this game go for 45 to 70, just depending on eBay, but I think they wanted 40 for it, but I had enough stuff to trade in, so I walked out with that. Mega Man X2. This is my second copy of Mega Man X2. My other one is CIB, so happy to have another copy. I can just play it without opening up my box, as well as my second copy of Super Metroid, so I don't have to open up those boxes anymore. Yeah, I think the only places you can play Super Metroid are the actual cartridge and on Virtual Console, because I don't think Super Metroid was ever re-released. You know, the Mega Man X games have been re-released multiple times. Virtual Console, probably the PlayStation Network, the compilation discs back on the PlayStation 2 and GameCube, stuff like that. And the capstone, the highlight of this pickup video is my Zelda Skyward Sword Wiimote. I also picked up Zelda Skyward Sword at a pawn shop for $5, but this month. But this is the highlight. I always wanted one of these, and I got it, and I didn't have to pay $70-80 for it. So pretty happy to have this. Used some store credit at the local game store and got Bloody Roar Primal Fury for the Nintendo GameCube. It's complete, good condition, pretty cool fighter where you're human, and then after a certain amount of time, after you build up a bar or whatnot, you can transform into your animal or beast form and fight. Pretty cool game. Don't see it too frequently, and as soon as I walked in the store and saw it, I knew I wanted it. So that was good use of store credit. They had a Suikoden 5 guide for the PlayStation 2. I currently do not have this game, but the guide is pretty valuable, and I only paid like $3 for it. The game is rather uncommon and valuable, and sometimes if the game is kind of valuable or uncommon, the guide will actually be valuable or uncommon as well, because you know it makes no sense for the publisher of the guide to make 10 or 20,000 versions of copies of the guide if the game has a much lower print run. So yep, happy to have those two. Okay, another use of store credit. That's right, a clear black or clear smoke Nintendo 64. They had it priced at, let's see if I can get it to focus, $34.95, and that is a great price for a clear black or clear smoke Nintendo 64. The lady that was working told me that they had this thing for about a week, and she was really surprised it was still there. And I was too, considering this is a Fantastic, and it's actually one of the harder to find Fantastics. It probably didn't sell as well because it looks so much like the original or regular gray, and that might be the exact reason why I was able to get it. People may have just saw it and thought it was a regular Nintendo 64, but lucky me, it did not come with the original clear smoke controller, but it did come with a blue one, which I do have. That's official Nintendo brand. And I also got this Fantastic ice blue controller. So happy to have those. And to wrap up, I have another game here. I'm not a big sports game guy, but I have Madden 13 for the Wii. Special thing about this one is, that's right, Calvin Johnson's jersey is the hologram. This is the hologram version of the game. Back late last year, this game was going for pretty expensive. I believe it was the last Madden on the Wii. I don't believe the game will be as valuable as it was last year, but it's about a steadily $20 game, maybe $30, just depends online. But happy to have it. May give it a try. Like I said, I really don't like or play or collect sports games, but just saw it at a decent price in this hologram jersey. pretty cool, so I decided to pick it up. Anyway, that concludes my pickups here. Actually, I have a few more pickups. Some of these were unexpected. Swung by a local store. They had Secret of Evermore for the Super Nintendo for it was an okay price. Didn't pay too much. Little bit less than eBay, so, but good condition, nice label. Board's good. It's a legit copy, so happy to have it, especially with the label being pretty good. So another Super Nintendo title down. Swung by Second and Charles. They had a few Wii games of interest, one of which was Lost in Shadow. I heard this was kind of a underrated, under the radar Wii game. And we had quite a few good titles. It's just a lot of them were overshadowed by so much shovelware being a part of their Wii library. But this is a good game by Hudson, the people responsible for Bomberman and whatnot. $3. This is a good game. It's an action adventure platformer where you're actually a young boy's shadow. Some type of way his shadow was separated away from his body, and I think you're trying to unite him with his body again, the shadow with his body. So that's pretty cool. The intro scene actually explains kind of what happens. But interesting platformer. The only thing I don't like is you have to use the nunchuck with it. I'd rather use the classic controller or whatnot, but I'll try to make do. But $3, that game's actually worth about 10 to 15. Might be uncommon. A game I know for sure is uncommon, and that's Klonoa. This is my second copy. This game was only $3.95. I had to get my original copy online because I never see these in the wild, but I finally found one for $3. Might give it to my girlfriend or something like that if she wants to play it. Other than that, I might just keep it myself. It is the remake of the original for the PlayStation 1, updated graphics and whatnot. Good game. I've already completed it. Pretty good platformer. A little bit different than a traditional platformer, but it's worth picking up. Quality game. Alright, for the good stuff. Traded in some junk. Walked out with that Dark Cloud 2 for the PlayStation 2. Black Label. Of course, I think it only was Black Label. I don't know if this one reached greatest hit status. But I only collect Black Label games anyway. Or at least disc-based. But great condition. RPG. Happy to have it. About a $30 game. And for the big one. It took a long time for me to get this one, but I finally did. It was something I've been looking forward to, and some things you just have to put forth some money to get them. Some things you're just not going to run across in the wild. Some things you will, some things you won't. But Rule of Rose. Look it up if you don't know much about it, but it's a pretty rare PlayStation 2 game. It's a survival horror game. This kind of will be my second survival horror game I've ever had, because I'm not a big survival horror guy. My first survival horror game was Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube. But this is my second. So, happy to have it. It's a rare game. Possibly, it is one of the, if not the rarest PlayStation 2 game. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If I haven't already said it in the previous sections, feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Link is on my main page. Stay tuned. Sorry about my little hiatus. Been really busy with work and holidays coming up. But anyway, stay tuned. Peace.